transported to the UK in the night. Those are the business deals they are talking about under this brutal dictator, Museveni of Uganda. It's a shame that the mother of democracy, the UK, can be still supporting the brutal dictator. We've just started our demo, and it's just to let you know that is we Ugandans who are standing outside here and will be here the whole day. Thank you. People power, our power. Yeah, today we're here at the Foreign Office. We know the Foreign Office and the UK government have been busy championing this Museveni's rule for the over 40 years. We Ugandans, we've faced the worst the UK has supported for the past 41 years, and it's still counting. The only touching issue is that UK's interests are being served well, because you can see corporations like Tallow is scooping oil, other corporations and individuals having hefty benefits from that country. Minerals are the order of the day. We are here to inform the Foreign Secretary that we've lost our brothers, sisters, and mothers and dads for the longest time we've existed on this planet. We don't want to shed more blood in that country. And the UK, you are partner to this criminality going on. You should be ashamed of your actions or your decisions to make sure you front interests, which includes scooping minerals and promoting sodomy in our country. We cannot forgive this thing, evil stuff. But until we come here and say to you that what you are promoting is evil, it looks like you're very comfortable having your cup of tea, and everyone in Uganda is suffering. Everyone is crying. When will we have our freedom? When will we have our dignity? When will we be able to see our parents enjoying their country? Our brothers are dying young. Men are in prison. Just to mention that they are not happy the way you are dealing with this regime. We've made efforts in the quiet boardrooms, and always you are telling us Uganda is a key partner to restoring security in Somalia and South Sudan. We say this can be done properly, with decency, but we decided as UK government to do it crude way. And the federal, you are giving arms and money and the other resources to really torment us. Is doing your work. Is doing the work on your behalf. We're here to ask you kindly that we are fed up of seeing our brothers, sisters stay in prison, die young. When you are here, no one is even sending a message to you clearly in this. We're here to send this message that we're fed up of seeing people dying when you can turn that hand and make it right. We here to demonstrate that it has been long overdue, and it's now the time to stop all this nonsense, killing our people for no reason, staking clarity in the open, making sure that our brothers and sisters are shut to never mention the kind of evil they are facing on every day, every night. It is a serious situation, but when you cover yourself in those boardrooms, you think everything is amazing. Ugandans are hurting, Ugandans are crying, Ugandans are looking for a way forward. It cannot continue to be the way it is. Dear the Foreign Secretary, please do the necessary, turn that hand to the right. Ugandans cannot afford to lose more of their kids, to lose more of their future, to lose more of their dignity. Ugandans are fed up. For you are still championing your interests, which are not beneficial to Ugandans. It can be done well. Ugandans will work with Britain, but Britain has to be sensible enough to do things the right way. And we're here to deliver this message to you, Foreign Secretary, and all the staff who are representing our country. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Yeah. Terrora.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. These are Ugandans. These are Ugandans trying to highlight certain things that many people don't know. Some of them are laughing at me. And we are just here to let you know that Uganda is bleeding. Uganda is not individual. Uganda is a collection of people. And only some few people are making decisions for millions of Uganda. And they know very well that there is no democracy in Uganda. And they are comfortable with what has just literally, on the January the 15th, there was something called selection. Selection that they know very well that it wasn't free or fair. And the UK government, especially the Foreign Affairs, are damn silent. They're really silent. They're really silent on the lives of so many Ugandans who have died. And they just think, whoa. And that makes us angry. They say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And if the UK government is their friend of Ugandans, then they should be doing something. They should be doing something. They should be saying something. They can't just hide behind desks, behind the words of diplomacy, behind the words that partners, behind the words of regional security. Actually, the regional security, the Ugandans are dying. Come on, this is common sense. Ugandans are dying and you say, oh, there's regional security. What sort of security is there for Ugandans? So here we are trying to highlight and trying to make sure we say, shame upon you if you are sitting on one of those desks.
Shame upon you.
And you're not making any decision and you don't have conscience. And you just see us as if we are just useless people. There will be a time that the blood of Ugandans will be crying over your head. You can't just sit back and not do anything. You can't even condemn the atrocities that has happened. You can't even condemn what has happened in Uganda recently. And we keep on saying this. And as we say, we are here for the rest of the day, for God and my country.
People power. People power. People power.
Our power. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
Our power. People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power. Our power.
People power.
Twerubadano. Tweruwe. Twerubadano. People power. Our power. Museveni must go. Museveni must go. Museveni must go. Museveni must go. Foreign office must speak up.
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 You know, there are times when you run out of words, when you're annoyed. You know that. And you start crying. And so we are going to play some music while we keep thinking about our Ugandan people. And he should go. He should be going. Because you cannot hinge the decisions of 45 million to only one person. Yet the rest of Ugandans know nothing, absolutely nothing. And they're dying, their healthcare is dead, the education system is dead, and there you think there's this institution that is working. You're working for the destruction of the institution of Uganda if you sit and keep quiet. So this, for God and my country. So I pass it on to another person.
Hello, London.
Hello,
People
hello.
power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Good morning, London.
Good morning, good morning.
We've been here before, time and again.
Yeah.
We have the same cause that is bothering us. We are from the eastern parts of Africa, next to Kenya, if most of you don't know where Uganda is. Uganda is a beautiful country. It's part of the Commonwealth. We are here behind this building to raise our problems, to raise the issues that are bothering, that are destroying a lovely country like Uganda. We are talking about human rights. The abuse of human rights is becoming a virus around the world. Right now, we are having some serious problems that is affecting everybody. But anyway, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. The sooner we start doing the domino effect, no matter how small a problem might seem, it is a problem. It's affecting human lives. We've been here for the last 7 years talking about the same thing. Democracy in Uganda is failed. Human rights abuse. Now, there is another big giant on the table. The Middle East has kind of obscured the issues of Uganda. This is what we keep saying, ladies and gentlemen. The sooner you attack these issues before they explode into unbearable situations, the better. Now, if you had tackled the Uganda issue well in time, maybe you wouldn't be here. This is a message for the Home Secretary, David Lammy. David Lammy, we've been here time and again, raising the issues of Uganda. Priti Patel, Surah Braverman, Saint Amun, the former Archbishop of York. You people know what's going on in Uganda. There is an unbelievable human abuse, tortures, arrests, human trafficking in the Middle East. Now, what's happening in the Middle East? Are you going to handle these issues? Why are you going silent on issues that are bothering humanity today? Britain has got a stake in Uganda. We are running on a constitution drafted by the British government. Now when we come here and raise these issues, we seem like we're making noises on the street. This is a serious issue concerning human rights. I left Uganda 25 years ago. How long are you going to keep on having an influx of people leaving their homes because of the injustices around the world? Now, Britain, you've got a stake in all this going on. It's high time you stood up. It's high time you raised your voices. You have a big stake around the world. The world has lost control. Don't just pick up the big wars. They're small wars, and they turn out to be a virus. You might decide to ignore Uganda, but I'm telling you, the more you ignore these small little so-called wars or troubles, they're going to affect you down the line. How are they going to affect you? The more immigrants are going to come onto this island. The more the systems are going to be suffocated. Because the numbers are building as we speak. Now we're going to have an influx of the Iranians who are already here. The Middle East people are going to flood here. How many more people do you want to come to the United Kingdom? Mr. David Lammy, wake up. This is an issue about human rights. Uganda is bleeding today. Uganda has been bleeding for the last 40 years with a maniac as a president. And you call these dictators your allies. What a joke. Allies when they're destroying people's lives? This is an insult to humanity. It's high time we stood up to what we call human rights. We are part of the Commonwealth. Stop using these big words, Commonwealth. Commonwealth in what sense? Monetary, mineral? How about the human life? Is it common? Because we come from Africa, aren't we human beings? I want to tell you the wealth there is in Uganda. Uganda is a wealthy country. It's a beautiful country. And if you want to know this, go in the history and find out what the grandfather of democracy, Churchill, the title he gave Uganda, the pearl of Africa. I keep saying this. He gave it the title because he saw something beautiful, something valuable. But what's happening to the lawmakers here? You boys in Downing Street, the lawmakers, conniving with the monster. And I'm sorry I'm going to mention this. There are some leaders who are bypassing the rules of democracy, who are doing things according to their instinct, literally ripping aside the rules of democracy. It's high time we had some common sense in leaders of today. Thank you. The leaders of today are destroying human lives. We are all not going to be politicians. We are defining our own respectable qualifications or institutions or whatever services you're offering. But we give you the right to be the leaders with the hope you're going to respect the human rights. You're going to look out for the people who you're ruling. You're very fast when you want the little like, what would I call it? When we come for the elections, you want my little vote. You talk all these sweet words, these building up words. What a lot of nonsense. Absolute, utter nonsense. Today, the livelihood in Britain, the cost of living is skyrocketing like madness. Why? Because some crazy nutter decided in his own wildest brains to do what he's done. If you're going to ignore these things, ladies and gentlemen, you keep on ignoring these things, you're going to feel the pinch in your pocket. When you go to the shopping mall, when you go to the fuel pumps, that is where to go for the pinch. When you see your council tax rising, your cost of living, and your pay package is not increasing, by the way. The influx in the taxes that we're going to keep on paying. It's because the demand is so high, but supply is less. These are the principles of economics. The sooner we attack these issues, the better. So ladies and gentlemen, don't take these things literally as people making noises. These are issues concerning life and death. Anywhere where there's injustice in any part of the world, is injustice everywhere. Tell them, anywhere where there's injustice, believe you me, it will come to bite you. It's not long ago yesterday, we didn't know anything about Iran. Yes, we knew there were troubles in Iran, don't get me wrong, but right now, you can feel the pinch, I bet you. You can feel the pinch. Because the Iran issue is not going to end tomorrow. Trust me. Look at the social media. Don't take the mainstream medias who are kind of covering up because they are yet again being sponsored by the crafty, crazy lawmakers, dodgy lawmakers. So ladies and gentlemen, today we're here from Uganda. We want you to elevate your voices on social media and see what is going on. There was an election in January the 15th.
Your selection.
Like my colleague said, it was a selection. It was a mockery. It wasn't an election. There is supposed to be an imposter in the president's office. Now, this man took over. He's been there for 40 years by the name of Museveni. He's a general. He's an army man. He's got the weapons. He's got the money. But my worry, our issue here today, Britain is still supporting this man. Britain has failed to acknowledge that it was a mockery of an election.
What a shame.
What a shame to democracy. And you call that democracy? Double standards, I call that. Like I keep saying, the sooner we analyze these issues, the better for everybody. No schools in Uganda, infrastructure, health, security. And that's why people are leaving to come in the diaspora. How many more are you going to sit back and watch immigrants flooding the island of UK? You lawmakers, how long are you going to sit back and enjoy the influx of immigrants? The UK can only take on so much because you connive with these monster dictators. What a joke.
Indeed.
And you think it's so funny? It's something to discuss? This is an health, human rights abuse, an issue we have to address so powerfully to the lawmakers. You boys in Downing Street who are conniving with these dictators, ignoring them, calling them so-called allies, you're messing up the British people's lives. I've been here long enough and I know what I'm talking about. I'd love to go back home. But the longer you keep on smiling and conniving and sharing brown envelopes with these monster dictators, the more we're going to have problems here, believe you me. Stop this conniving with dictators around the world. It's become a menace. Enough is enough. We've had enough of this madness. Museveni has to leave.
Indeed.
Museveni is an imposter in the president's office.
He is a thief.
But yet again, people like Priti Patel, Sule Braverman, David Lammy, you know this man. The right-elected candidate of the presidency of Uganda is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobby Wine.
Absolutely.
We all well know this.
Absolutely.
He's trying to do it in the democratic way, but yet again he failed to acknowledge it. You are so used to all this cool, the army, the guns, because you make your money there. Well, it's high time we try the democratic way. Ladies and gentlemen, enough is enough. Museveni is high time. He got on the bicycle, and God knows where he should be going now. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. In the same, I'll start with the name of Baroness Chapman. She's a disgrace to the Commonwealth and Foreign Office.
He must resign.
You cannot be by that beautiful, powerful name, Chapman, Baroness, and you're siding, you're supporting a brutal dictator, Museveni, of 41 years in power, and you call that democracy. The UK is the mother of democracy in the world. The UK was one time the mother of human rights in the world. Why I've said one time? Because they've given up on those fundamental grounds of why the UK was a superpower one day or one time. Now, because of the richness of Uganda, they call it business partner. You cannot be playing with Uganda's life. Ugandans, men and women are being raped, murdered, sodomized, tortured. But the UK still stands with the 41-year brutal dictator in power, Museveni of Uganda, in the name of business. That should be shame on the government of the UK. Ugandan life matters.
Yes.
Ugandan life matters. Indeed. How can Baroness Chapman stand and reply to the 50 million suffering Ugandans that the UK will stand together with Museveni, regardless of the human rights abuses in Uganda, as long as they carry out their business deals?
Very embarrassing.
What are these business deals they are dealing with the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda?
The blood of Ugandans.
The brutal dictator gives them our mineral resources with no accountability, and in return, the UK is sending arms to Uganda. The UK is sending tear gas to Uganda. The UK is sending ammunition to Uganda. We as Ugandans, we don't want ammunition or arms. We need working public services, hospitals, schools, and roads. The UK sends £1 billion to Uganda with no accountability under this brutal dictator, Museveni of Uganda. That money is being recycled by the brutal dictator, Museveni of Uganda. He is the richest bastard in the world, with 15 billion rich.
Say that louder.
The brutal dictator of Uganda is 15 billion rich, the richest man in Africa. And this money is coming from Europe, mainly the UK. The UK should be ashamed, I repeat, for standing with this brutal dictator, Museveni of Uganda. The same goes to the same UK. They've been supporting the Ayatollahs in Iran until the people of Iran said enough was enough. Now today, they are still playing their double standard. They are now fighting Iran. They've been supporting Iran for the last 47 years. They'll claim daytime. They are not supporting the Ayatollahs. While in the night, they are calling the Ayatollahs and making business deals with these murderers in Iran. And that is the UK for you. They play double standard.
Yeah.
They never take other people's lives to matter as long as they exploit that country. That is what is happening in Uganda. That is what the UK has been doing with the Ayatollahs. They've been communicating and cutting deal with the Ayatollahs of Iran for the last 47 years. And now today, they are battling them because the business deal has gone wrong. The same to Uganda. 41 years of dictatorship, and you call that one democracy. The UK is the mother of democracy. I repeat that word. How can you be today standing with Museveni, a brutal dictator, and you call him a business partner in crime? Museveni has murdered over 4.5 million Ugandans. The UK government is silent because they are busy making business deals with the brutal dictator. I want you to tell me, we've got diamond reserves in the Bank of Uganda. Does the UK have gold anywhere in this country? I'm asking you a question. We've got gold reserves in the Bank of Uganda. I mean in the Bank of England, sorry. Has the UK got gold reserves anywhere? Can you tell me any gold mining in the UK? Why they have gold reserves in the Bank of the UK? That gold is coming from Uganda. That gold is coming from Sierra Leone. That gold is coming from Ghana. The only way this country accumulates its wealth is through taxation. That's the only way. But they have the biggest gold reserves in the Bank of England. That is blood gold. That gold was taken away from our ancestors in Africa. And today, when we stand and complain about the way how the UK carry out its business with the dictators around the world, Museveni being one of them, Ayatollah of Iran being second, and they say what we are saying does not fit in with their business needs. The reply from Baroness Chapman to the 50 suffering million Ugandans that the UK supports the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda as long as they cut out their business deals, let Ugandans suffer. That is the double standard. That is the democracy we are talking about. That we've got two types of democracy in the world. The one which we enjoy in the UK, and the one which Ugandans are lacking in Uganda. For the UK it's already okay. We have sham elections this year, and the so-called Commonwealth and Foreign Office led by Yvette Cooper and Baroness Chapman, they are all and have decided that the 41-year brutal dictator, he should stay in power as long as they exploit the minerals and the natural resources of Uganda. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. The double standard. As long as Museveni is their decoy, Museveni is running their business deals and their dirty wars in Southern Sudan. Southern Sudan is the war which is facilitated by the UK government. The war in DRC Congo is facilitated by the UK through Museveni. The war in Central Africa is facilitated and supported financially by the UK government. These are the business deals the UK carry out in Africa. That's a business. This is what the UK today stands for. This is why Ugandans, this is why foreigners are flooding to this small island. Say that again. There's a reason. As long as the root causes of why immigrants are coming to this country is not sorted out, immigrants will flood this country. The reasons why we are here, we are the victim of the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda. And who supported him? The UK supported him to take over power in Uganda. This is 1982. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on the UK.
Shame on the UK.
Shame on you. The so-called mother of democracy in the world. You cannot be standing with the brutal dictators. They've been supporting the Ayatollah of Khomeini of Iran. The UK has been supporting them. Now today, the Ayatollahs are not good. But the UK has been talking, supporting, even now, they are not in favor of the bombing of that criminal man, the Ayatollahs of Iran. And this is the double standard of this country, that they will not go where they don't have no interest. And that's why a lot of people around the world are suffering because of the UK policy. The UK, this is what we ask you for. Stop supporting the brutal dictators around the world. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. NUP. Everywhere. Everywhere. NUP.
Thanks, thanks.
Omanyi kye nakoze njagala papa
Uganda.
Enough suffering, tortures in Uganda. Enough is enough. It's high time to talk about these things. Too much suffering, too much torturing. The world is crying, the world is bleeding. This is unbearable. Too much suffering, too much bleeding. Ugandans are dying. There's too many tears in Uganda. You might see the singer dancing here. But it's all sheer suffering. It's all tears behind the flags. Absolute torture in Uganda. For the last 40 years, it's unbearable. It's hard time somebody saying something. We have to speak out for the voices that are unspeakable. We speak on behalf of those who can't raise their voices. Too much suffering. Suffering is beyond. Uganda is bleeding. Africa is crying for its little child, Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much torture and suffering in Uganda. Suffering is beyond. Too much killing, too much torturing. Not shame in Uganda.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Say no more.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Yeah.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Go.
Get up, stand up.
The message is loud and clear.
Don't give up the fight.
We're not giving up.
Preacher man, don't tell me
Suffering in Uganda.
it's on the earth.
That's not Father Bob Marley raising the voices on behalf of Ugandans. The killing, the tortures. Now that's an old tune over 40 years ago. I everyone in Uganda today. These words have come to me. Get up, stand up. Get up, brothers and sisters, stand up for your right. Suffering in Uganda. Get up, stand up. Ugandans are dying. Give up the fight. We cannot ignore the tortures. We gotta get up and stand up. Stand up for your right. Unite the Ugandans to fight the brutal killings, the tortures. Give up the fight. It's a small country, but it has a meaning. It's got significance in the world today. All the tortures you see here, the messages, the killing, the tortures. You cannot ignore the voices. And now right here, because of the British people as well, you gotta stand up to your right. Stand up for your right. Stand up for human rights. Hey, Iran is suffering. That's all human rights abuse. Uganda has been suffering for 40 years. It's high time somebody say something. That's why all of us are here today. To amplify the suffering. Enough with the double standards. We don't carry on like this. Almighty God is a living man. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So now we see the light. What we gonna stand up for the right? So you better get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Your rights to the right. Get up, stand up. Let's stand up together with Uganda today. Uganda is asking for your support. Uganda is bleeding. 40 years of torture, 40 years of suffering. Enough is enough. David Loving, say something about the Uganda tortures. When the government gets tough, the tough must get going.
We need the freedom. You can stop running in the centers. We are tired of me. It's not our president anymore.
People power. Power, power. NUP. Everywhere. We are Ugandans who are standing outside the Foreign Office and Commonwealth condemning this particular office for standing, facilitating the longest brutal dictator, Museveni of Uganda, who has been in power for 41 years. And we are calling on the double standard of the UK government. I want you to take it that the UK has been supporting Iran. The UK has been supporting the Ayatollahs in Iran. That is for real. They've been carrying out business deals. But today now, they've been exposed. No wonder why they didn't join the war in Iran right now, supporting the Americans. These are the double standards because the foreign office policy is they don't care about the dictators around the world as long as they give them minerals, free oil. These are the business deals. Baroness Chapman replied to 50 million Ugandans that they don't care about human rights in Uganda. They don't care about the lack of democracy in Uganda as long as they carry out their business deals with a 41-year brutal dictator in power, Museveni of Uganda. We as Ugandans, we voted for change this year, 15th of January. We elected our president, the president of Uganda, who should be in the State House, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Bobi Wine.
Yes.
But because of the double standard of the UK government foreign policy, they've supported Museveni in seizing power again from Ugandans who voted for change. What is the response to you 50 million Ugandans? We don't care about human rights in Uganda. We don't care about the lack of democracy in Uganda as long as the brutal dictator is in business with us. That's what the UK cares about. It's about the gold from Uganda. It's about the oil from Uganda. It's about Museveni fighting their wars in DRC Congo, Southern Sudan, Central, and Somalia. That is the street cooperation you are talking about. Supporting a brutal dictator invading other countries. And today, they are condemning Russia of going to Ukraine, invading Ukraine, which I do condemn, because the junta of Russia is a dictator. He has been in power for 27 years. Museveni is not a dictator who has been in power for 41 years. You see the double standard of the UK? I give you another example. Maduro of Venezuela, he was in power for 13 years, and the UK called him a dictator, and he was a dictator. But 13 years in power, but Museveni 41 years in power, the UK does not call him a dictator. That is the double standard of the UK. That is the double standard of Baroness Chapman, who says, and she has written to all of us standing outside here about Uganda, that Uganda is safe under this brutal dictator Museveni, as long as Museveni can let them access Uganda's minerals and resources. This is really ridiculous to a country which claims to be the mother of democracy, the UK.
Where is democracy?
The founding mother of human rights in the world. Today, while Ugandans are being murdered, are being tortured, men are being sodomized, women are being raped, and the UK still supporting, facilitating, enabling the longest brutal dictator in the world, Museveni of Uganda. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on the UK.
Shame on you.
And they talk about foreigners flooding this country, and they cannot go to the root causes why foreigners come to this country.
Because you scared to be
The
fooled.
UK is the mother of all these wars around the world. They are being caused by the UK because of their interests. And when few of us come here, they complain about immigrants. We are not immigrants. We are the victim of your foreign policy that is support dictators around the world. And when we run away for our life, you claim that we are here. Until you change the policy of supporting dictators around the world, foreigners will be coming from Iran, from Iraq, from Uganda, from all over the world because of your double standard on the international stage. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
How can you lecture me again that the UK stands for democracy while you support the longest brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda?
tired.
How can you call moderate dictator a man who was in power for 13 years? But a brutal dictator, Museveni, has been in power for 41 years and is not a dictator. Double standard by the UK. This is the hypocrisy at the highest level.
We are tired.
The UK has been supporting the Ayatollahs in Iran. I repeat, the UK has been supporting the Ayatollahs in Iran until the Americans, they said enough is enough.